The Soviet T-34 tank didn't just fight in World War II, it changed everything. When German Panzer crews first encountered this beast in the summer of 1941, they couldn't believe what they were seeing. Their shells were bouncing off like pebbles. Adolf Hitler himself later admitted that if he'd known about the T-34, he might have reconsidered invading the Soviet Union entirely. This is the story of how one revolutionary tank design turned the tide of the entire war. June 1941. Operation Barbarossa. German forces are steamrolling through Soviet territory, crushing everything in their path. Their Panzer III and Panzer IV tanks had dominated every battlefield in Europe. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, they meet the T-34. German tank commanders are radioing back in panic. Their 37mm guns can't penetrate it. Even the newer 50mm guns are struggling. What the hell is this thing? The T-34 wasn't just another tank. It was a complete reimagining of what a medium tank could be. Three revolutionary features made it unstoppable. First, sloped armor. While other tanks were basically metal boxes, the T-34's armor was angled at 60 degrees from vertical. This wasn't just for looks. That 45mm front plate, when sloped, had the effective thickness of 90mm. Incoming shells would either ricochet off completely or have to penetrate nearly double the actual armor thickness. The Germans had never seen anything like it. Second, the diesel engine. The T-34 used a V2 12-cylinder diesel engine producing 500 horsepower. Every other major tank in World War II ran on gasoline. Why does this matter? Diesel fuel is far less flammable. German tanks would burst into flames when hit. T-34s could take punishment and keep fighting. Plus, that diesel engine gave it incredible range. 300 kilometers on a single tank of fuel. It could outrun, outmaneuver, and outlast German Panzers. Third, the 76.2mm gun. When the T-34 first appeared, this was one of the most powerful tank guns in the world. It could punch through the armor of any German tank at combat ranges. The Panzer III's frontal armor? Shredded. The Panzer IV? No contest. German tank crews called encounters with T-34s a death sentence. But here's what made the T-34 truly revolutionary. It combined all three advantages in one package. Most tank designs are compromises. You want thick armor, you sacrifice speed. You want a big gun, the tank becomes too heavy. The T-34 said no to compromise. It had the armor, the firepower, the speed, and the range, all at once. At 33 miles per hour, it was faster than German tanks. At 28 tons, it was light enough to cross bridges that would collapse under heavier panzers. And it used Christie suspension with large road wheels, meaning it could race across rough terrain that would bog down German tanks. The Germans were terrified. Field reports from 1941 describe German anti-tank crews abandoning their positions when T-34s appeared. One German general wrote that the T-34 was the finest tank in the world. Think about that. The enemy admitting your weapon is superior. That's how dominant it was. By 1943, at the Battle of Kursk, the largest tank battle in history, T-34s were everywhere. The Soviets had produced tens of thousands of them. Germany brought their newest heavy tanks, the Tiger and the Panther, specifically designed to counter the T-34. But it didn't matter. The Soviets had so many T-34s that they could overwhelm German positions through sheer numbers and superior mobility. In one engagement, 90 T-34s counterattacked German Tiger tanks. The Soviets lost 42 tanks, but they stopped the German advance cold. Here's the insane part. The T-34 was designed for mass production. Simple, rugged, easy to build. Soviet factories were churning out T-34s faster than Germany could destroy them. By the end of World War II, over 55,000 T-34s had been built. Compare that to 20,000 total German tanks of all types. The T-34 wasn't just winning battles, it was winning the production war. The impact on tank design was permanent. After World War II, every nation copied the T-34's sloped armor concept. Modern tanks today, from the American M1 Abrams to the German Leopard, all use sloped armor. The T-34 wrote the blueprint, and in April 1945, thousands of T-34s rolled into Berlin, crushing the Third Reich under their treads. One tank changed everything. That's the T-34.